We are Daniel and Bianca from Explorebound, and this is our Big Lap series. At the start of 2025, we packed our entire life into our trusty D-Max and headed off for the trip of a lifetime.
Starting in Perth, WA, we are making our way around mainland Australia to try and see as much of this beautiful country as we can fit into the year.
We'll be sleeping in our rooftop tent and living out of our fully custom DIY canopy fit out that's been a year in the making just for this trip.
So sit back, relax and enjoy the journey while we take you through all the highs and lows that the Big Lap can bring.
This series is proudly supported by Anaconda and also made possible thanks to iTech World, Altic and Thai Gear. Good morning, it is another day, another bumpy forward drive track, and we're on our way to yet another beach, because you know, when you're on the road for 10 months, there's no time to waste.
Ain't no time like the present.
Yep.
We are heading to Quagi Beach today, which is a recommendation that I got from my family, amongst many others. So yeah, it's supposed to be good. It's a paid campsite. I can't remember how much it is off the top of my head, but hoping it's a nice one.
Yeah, there's tons of different camping options down this coastline, more than we were expecting. So we're trying to check out as many of them as we can, and just keen to spend a lovely day again by the beach. It's another awesome day today, like, what's going to say, mid-20s,
Yep.
Blue skies, sunny weather, getting plenty of solar, and we're keen for another adventure.
Because I think, as far as I know, the parcel is still in Mandurah and a Star Trek depot, because
So we've just pulled over while we're in reception to try and chase up a bit of gear we actually purchased before we left, and we were hoping it was going to arrive before we set off, but it did not. It's essentially like a shelf that's going to be installed on the back of the D-Max just here to make it tons easier for when we're in positions just like now to reach up and store stuff back there. It's from Pirate Camp Co. However, we paid express post and didn't quite arrive in time. I think it arrived the day after we'd set off. So we've just been playing this weird game of trying to work out how we can get it from home to where we're going to be in the next week or two. And yeah, it's just, it's been a bit of a hassle, but hopefully we're finally getting to the end of it.
Definitely been a saga, and I think yesterday I made about 7 phone calls to track this thing down, figure out where it was, what I had to do, and kept getting redirected, which I knew would happen. And yeah, I think we're seriously regretting, we talked about when it arrived, we saw it arriving
so do we just turn around?
2 days after we left, and we're like, do we just go back and waste like a whole day, do like an 8-hour trip, like round trip, or do we just like post it on? And
I reckon in hindsight we should have just turned around, because we would then have been able to use it for the last couple of weeks as well, because it's been a bit of a hassle rear-ending stuff in the back seat. But we're finally on the home stretch, it seems. Found a super helpful guy at Pirate Camp Co. His first day today, but he's going to hopefully figure it out for us.
On our way to Quagi Beach, we stopped in at Shoal Cape and Fanny Cove, 2 neighbouring beaches. Both of these offer free campgrounds with basic amenities, which we think is just awesome, and both have really nice sheltered beaches depending which way the wind's blowing. And I hate it. That's all I have to say. In saying that, it is very pretty. We just took some photos of the D-Max and are trying to enjoy the coast, but this is the famous winds that Esperance is known for. In other words, they're just very annoying. And it's pretty rare to get a day that's not windy down here, at least this time of the year. So we were going to have lunch, but I think we'll just have that back at the campsite.
So we are all set up here at Quagi Beach. It's another very windy afternoon here on the south coast of WA. So I have thoroughly secured the awning down at all the available points there. And once again, also got that rooftop tent kind of packed away halfway, pointing towards the sun. And just looking now, might need to give those solar panels a bit of a wash down. But really nice spot down here, plenty of sights. And we're about to go for a short walk down to check out the beach.
Oh my god! Ow! Oh, I'm feeling sand blasted. Oh!
We are trying to enjoy the beach down here, but the wind is coming in so
bench.
strong. It's literally like sandpaper in your face as you're walking towards it. So I'm just going to try and casually back towards the view, and then I'll look at the view in the camera because we can't actually look at it. Oh, it looks like a nice view.
I hate this. I actually don't want to take my sunnies off. Normally I'd film with no sunnies, but there is like sand just blasting in and it's out.
You know,
literally being sandblasted.
Some people pay good money for an exfoliation. I reckon just come down here and let nature do it for you.
It's in my teeth.
So night has fallen, so we've jumped into the camp kitchen to get some dinner underway. Bianca is unusually tall thanks to the little stool that she's currently standing on. Yep. Well, she finally had a growth spurt at 30.
At 30, rude.
So making a nice simple dinner, and you might also notice we're cooking on gas tonight because we haven't been moving that much over the past few days. So we're kind of using more battery power than we're replenishing on a daily basis. So just want to play it safe so our fridge stays running, our freezer stays running as well. Cooking on trusty old gas burner over here. And what are we making for dinner?
We are going to make a low FODMAP pasta. So we've got all the ingredients here, some fresh ones and some bagged ones. But we've got some capsicum, some broccoli, some bacon, and this FODMAPed red wine pasta sauce, which is really tasty, and some gluten-free pasta spirals to try to help make it low FODMAP.
So you can kind of use any pasta sauce depending on your taste requirements. We like adding these extras to make it a bit more hearty of a meal. But yeah, swap it out with a pasta sauce of your preference, really.
Yeah, anyway, so we got to chop up these, fry them all in the pan, and then add the pasta once it's done. But we've only got one stove top, so that
Yes.
does make it a little complicated. So we've decided to boil the water and cook the pasta first, then take that off and warm the pasta sauce up, well, fry the bacon and the veggies, and then put the pasta sauce and pasta back in.
Then combine and then eat. So that is our
that's
rough
the right
plan
way
now.
to go about it, but that's what we're doing.
And just like that, dinner is now officially ready, and bonus points too for this meal because it has actually made some extras. So these Tupperware containers are full of a second serving this for dinner tomorrow night, which is definitely a bit of a win when you're camping to cook once and have 2 meals.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We better give this a taste test anyway.
I think so. It looks pretty good.
Really?
Maybe not our best, but it looks all right. Yeah, that's pretty good. So the pasta's probably cooked a little bit more than I would normally like. I'm more of a fan of al dente myself, but something tells me it's probably right up Bianca's alley.
No, this is actually it's beyond the point that I like it as well. This is almost like pre-digested food, but it makes it really nice and easy to eat.
Oh well, at least it's something for dinner that's hot. So we're gonna get stuck into this and then
Delicious.
probably head to bed before too long because we're both pretty tired. Well, it's nice that our sleep schedules are kind of getting more in sync with the sun. So when it gets dark, we get tired and we'll be heading to bed before too long. In the next episode of our Big Lap series, we finally head to the beautiful turquoise blue beaches of Esperance, WA, an area we've had on our list to explore for over 10 years. Join us as we spend a week on some of the most incredible beaches we've ever seen, climb the D-Max up the famous Wiley Bay Rock for panoramic views of the coastline, swap the D-Max for our hiking boots to traverse some epic hiking trails and find the best view possible for sunset. And it wouldn't be a trip to Esperance without visiting Lucky Bay to see if it lives up to its world famous reputation.